Hello and welcome back to the final part of the Summoner Chassis variant series, and here we are with possibly the most famous Summoner variant that's out there, maybe for infamous reasons if you're a fan or not of the cartoon. The M is mostly a designation for Nicholai Malthus, the primary antagonist of the cartoon series. His Summoner was quite unique, quite visually, because rather than having the offset cockpit to the side torso, his was center mounted and actually a little lower down inside the torso, so the mech had a very different visual shape compared to others, and I believe, if I remember correctly, in the cartoon series it was the only summoner that was ever shown, so anyone who didn't know gave the impression that that's what those mechs look like. So it's kind of cool that they added it into MechWarrior line, though I would have really loved for them to have made it look like as close to looking like the one from the cartoon series just for this variant, and that would have been fun. I was always a big fan of it. I loved his bright red summoner with the sort of green striping and stuff. Obviously better to fit with the enhanced imagining that they were using in the show, but it was cool. It was equipped with an LB-10 and an ER PPC like a normal summoner had, but it was different because it had a Streak 6 and an ER small laser that allowed it to engage at close range with enemy targets. And he fought nearly every battle. He encountered the Somerset strikers in with it, fighting the Axeman of Adam Steiner, and then later on his Awesome, which is where it was eventually defeated. And I think somewhere I read that the mech still exists in the Dark Ages, and it's found by some scavenger woman, and then she is using it for a while, but one, the Dark Ages is shit, so who gives a crap about that? And two, does anyone actually care about what happens in the Dark Ages? Seriously? So, yeah, I prefer to think that Malthus probably just got another summoner, and it was probably configured to be this M variant, and he just kept using it during the conflict of the Jade Falcon occupation zone. So, hardpoint wise, it's not great. It's a missile, a ballistic, and 2 energy. It's not going to win any awards from fans, I imagine, of the mech. It doesn't have anything really that's entirely unique to it. It does suffer from LSAS again. We're going to make this a thing. It's the low slung arm syndrome of all clan mechs, seemingly. It doesn't have any of the unique visuals that I wish they'd put into it, so that would have given it a nice selling point. No, it's just a decent mech. If you're a fan of the cartoon, it's got that nostalgia factor. If not, it's probably just a kind of crappy variant of the Summoner. But I love the fact that they put it in there, and if you're a fan of the cartoon, pick it up, because you can make it kind of look like his mech. You can paint it bright red and find a big gaudy Jade Falcon logo to stick on the side of it. And if you've got the time, you could type in a message at the beginning of the round. Speaking of this round, I didn't think we were going to win this. It was full NASCAR, and as we know, you don't go full NASCAR. This one really did threaten to turn on the team. I'm surprised they didn't overwhelm, because it just looked like half the team split and they went one way, and the rest of the slow mechs that I was with were kind of stranded, but their team just hid in the buildings and didn't really move anywhere, and the match just evolved into me standing out pretty much in the open, just sniping, or trying to snipe. You know my lack of skill with PPCs anyway, even though I love the weapons, for a majority of the match before their team just got rolled, and I took very little damage. I think I had 97% hit points left at the end of it, which was kind of fun. But yeah, that ends the Thor series. It was almost a glorious domination, barring that match on Rubelite. Yeah, I almost decided to give it glorious domination, but there is a loss, and it was a good fight, and I wasn't going to redo that match because that was a fun match on Ruby. So yeah, we're going to be going over to the Nova Cat next, the other 70-tonner, and I don't have all the variants. You have to let me know in the comments, because I haven't checked whether they're available C-bills yet. If they are, then I can do them. If not, I can only use what I've currently got available, and I'll have to come back at a later date. But yeah, I'll just leave it with the rest of the round now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you have a good week. I know it's been a lot of videos for the Summoner. It was a pain in the ass to get them all recorded in time, and I'm hoping there's less variants for the Nova Cat. I really do. Because when you get clan mechs with like 5 variants, it's a bit of a pisser. Anyway, have a good one all. See ya. Bye.
acquired.
Resource point Epsilon is ours.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We've captured Gamma. Our foes are halfway to victory. We're halfway there. Resource point Epsilon is ours. Excellent work, warriors. Victory is ours.